11 things that most first-timers do not know about SARMs. Number 1. SARMs are performance enhancement drugs. Don't fool yourself into believing any lesser. These are performance enhancement drugs, or at least that's what it's used for by most people. So once you use a SARM, you're no longer a natty. Number 2. They can increase lean muscle, boost endurance, and burn fat. SARMs will bind to androgen receptors in your muscle and bone tissue in place of testosterone and stimulate the receptors to produce more lean muscle. Number 3. You should always do blood work before and after a SARM cycle. Don't just hop onto a SARM cycle randomly. If you have an undiagnosed underlying condition like low testosterone, then taking SARMs might worsen it. You may well be eligible to get a script for TRT. Number 4. You might need PCT after a SARM cycle. If you've heard that you don't need to do a PCT after a SARM cycle, then that's not entirely true. It depends on the extent of suppression that the SARMs cause and your current health condition. Number 5. Your lipids might crash. Very few people talk about SARM's effects on your lipids. Some people have noticed that the effect of just one 8-week cycle of LGD-4033 at 10 milligrams a day tripled their triglyceride value and severely crashed their HDL levels. Number 6. You may need on-cycle support. Even though it's earned a reputation of being safer than anabolic steroids, you still want to include on-cycle support while you're on SARMs. Treat it like a proper steroid cycle. Use TUDCA. Limit your alcohol intake. Increase fish oil. Use an OTC cycle supplement like N2 Guard to limit the damage to your organs. Number 7. The results may not be as pronounced as what you get with steroids. SARMs will give you a strong boost from your natty levels, but the results will not even be close to that of anabolic steroids. Number 8. Most of them have never been tested on humans. Barring LGD-4033 and MK-2866, no other SARM has been tested on humans. All the reviews and the hype is based in vivo trials or animal model clinical studies. Number 9. SARMs can have unknown side effects. SARMs can have side effects. The problem is that there are very few clinical trials that have been conducted with these drugs, and we don't have the slightest idea of what these drugs could throw up in a year or two. Number 10. Supplements are often laced with SARMs. If you find supplements that borrow their names from SARMs, chances are that they contain SARMs. So tread with caution when you buy supplements from brick-and-mortar stores. Do your due diligence. Number 11. SARMs are often laced with prohormones and steroids. Not all SARM suppliers are selling legit stuff. The chances are high that you might end up with a prohormone instead of a real SARM if you buy from an unscrupulous seller.